They got married October 14th of 1988, 24 years of marriage. They honeymooned in Cabo San Lucas. And it's my understanding, Jeff, it was Cabo San Lucas, right? Puerto Vallarta, excuse me, Puerto Vallarta. Okay, I'm even going from notes, you know what I mean? Puerto Vallarta, and they got the trip because Jeff, as you know, knows a lot about everything. You were on you do, you could kill on Jeopardy, but you were on a game show called Sale of the Century, right? So on a game show called Sale of the Century, he won the trip. They went on their honeymoon, and they went for nice strolls along the beach, candlelit dinners, and they watched the Dodgers in the World Series because they're big Dodger fans. And that was the last time the Dodgers won the World Series in 1988, and they watched it right from their hotel, and it was just a great time. And Amy loved to travel. She was a great cook. She was a great photographer. I don't know if you've ever seen any of her photographs, not just recordings of places she visited, not just snapshots. These were works of art. They were incredible. Amy was great at everything she did. As a matter of fact, through her love of travel, she became a travel agent. First, she worked booking as a regular travel agent, and then through all the comedians she knew here, she got to be a travel agent for comedians, and it was a business called Stand Up Travel, which you've probably heard of. And there you go, Stand Up Travel. And she did a great job at that, didn't she? I mean, she was a great travel agent. And the kind of talent she has, when you're that good at pretty much anything you do, it's hard to ignore. So she also became a talent agent. She was at Omnipop for quite a while. You may remember that. And she represented comedians, and she did a fantastic job at that. Another very important thing in her life was music. Music was very important to her. And I know we can all relate to this. Maybe when you're going through a very tough time, there are certain songs that truly inspire you, that give you strength, that are sort of the soundtrack to your life and help you guide you through whatever it is you're going through. 7 years ago, Amy heard a song for the first time by the Dave Matthews Band. And I like to quote that song right now. To change the world, start with one step. However small, the first step is hardest of all. Once you get your gait, you will walk tall. You said you never did, because you might die trying. She heard that song very shortly after she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And since then, she fell in love with the Dave Matthews Band. And just to show you how she wanted to live life to its fullest, Amy and Jeff went to 27 Dave Matthews concerts in the 7 years that she was fighting cancer. She had stage 4 cancer for 7 years. She stayed strong the whole time, and she went to 27 Dave Matthews concerts. And Jeff, you were with her the whole time, and I think that's amazing. That really is. That is fantastic. That's how you do it. Amy was strong right up until the very last day. She really is. And I was talking to her just in August. I was talking to her. As a matter of fact, I hadn't spoken to her in about a year. I had sort of lost touch with her because Amy wasn't the type of person ever to complain about what she was going through, right? I mean, if you spoke to her on the phone, you might not even known anything was going on. And I'm sort of whining to her about why they're charging me $40 more for a rental on a car. And can you get it? Well, last year they charged me $40 less. Can you get this down? And then she mentions in passing that one of her lungs has collapsed and she's on oxygen. And I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe it's not that big a deal. So I went over shortly afterwards and saw Amy. And Amy told me something that is really inspirational. No matter who you are, no matter what you're going through. She told me this: you are stronger than you think. And Amy was strong right up until the very end. She never gave up hope. She never felt sorry for herself. And that is truly amazing, right? And I was so privileged that on August 25th, which is her birthday, Amy and Jeff had gone to see Diana Krall at the Hollywood Bowl. And they accidentally left Amy's medication at their house. So they had to take a cab back. And Amy was apologetic for it. But she's saying, would you mind giving us a ride back to the Hollywood Bowl? And I'm the kind of person, if I'm on a plane and I forget my chapstick, I ask the pilot to land the thing because I can't be without it. You know? So of course I would give them a ride back. And Jeff, I want to tell you, it was such an honor to see the beauty of you two together. It really was. And thank you. Jeff, it was great. It really was. And you've done so much for me, and I am so happy that I could one time, Matter of fact, it was the last time I saw Amy return that favor, so thank you for allowing me to do that. Folks, that's pretty much going to wrap up what I have to say about Amy tonight. What I would like to do now is we have people that would like to speak. And we want to share our memories. We want to share stories about Amy, how you know Amy. And this is a comedy club. It can be funny. If you want to tell a funny story, tell a funny story. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to cry. We're going to remember. That's what we're going to do tonight, all right? And I think the best way to do this is if you'd like to come up. First, whoever would like to come up, just raise your hand. I'll introduce you, and you can come up here and speak. We've got a lectern right here. In front of people, it's okay. If you haven't spoken in front of people before, don't worry about it. We're all here for you. Just share what you want to say, all right? And I know we've got some people here with some serious stage time, too, okay? So you can... So please keep it to like 45 minutes. We'll give you the light, okay? So I'm going to set this microphone stand up right here, and who would like to come up first? What I'd like you to do, by the way, is I'll make myself available. If you want to speak, you could tell me who you are. I can bring you up, who you are and how you know Amy. If you'd just like to come up after someone has spoken, just let us know who you are. Come up here and share what it is you would like to share with your audience. And who's coming up first here? Oh, it's Dave McNary. Dave is a good friend of ours. I haven't seen Dave for over 24 hours. Here you go. Good to see you, Dave.